In a world where all of Disney's classic films are being made into live-action slop, the most iconic cartoons are being rebooted for the iPad kids, there's a single light in the dark. I am, as you probably have already guessed from the title and thumbnail of this video, talking about the 2017 reboot of DuckTales, which stands alone for not only being at the same level as the original show, but better. So first, let's establish what makes a good reboot. 1. It has to be made out of love for the original. If the people making the project don't care about the OG show, or worse than apathy, they didn't like the original show, this disdain will shine through in the series, and it will make the whole project feel condescending towards the intended audience. 2. It must be a new product. Remakes or reboots that lean more towards being carbon copies of the original are not only useless, as they add nothing to the world they portray, but are often worse, as they don't come from a place of creative originality. It can have the same characters, but it should add or even change some of those elements, and as well as it try to attempt to tell a unique story that makes their existence justified. And 3, it should be able to be watched by people who have never seen the original and enjoyed. Having different references and Easter eggs in the reboot referencing the original are great, but when it gets to the point where you need to have seen the original to understand or truly enjoy it, it means it is relying too heavily on the source material. So, how does DuckTales fit the criteria? So this absolutely fits the first criteria, because just by watching the show, you can see how much love that the creators of the 2017 DuckTales reboot have for the original show. Yeah, it changes a lot of the plot elements, but it really feels not like something that they were just condescending towards the original show and didn't have any respect for it, but they just wanted to go deeper into the lore and plot of it all, and I think that's a really interesting idea, and I think they did a really good job of it, and I'm not going to go into too much details because it's a really good show and you should watch it, but they did an amazing job making the characters more complex than they were in the original, as well as deepening the overall story and themes, but you can definitely still see the adventure and the fun that was in the original show that it was meant to emulate. As for how it fits the second criteria, all of the cast from the original show, or at least most of it, are in the new DuckTales, along with some additional characters. And instead of it just being the same exact character with the same voices and everything like that, they really go into deeper character motivations. Like, for most of their portrayals, Huey, Dewey, and Louie have been just carbon copies of each other with different colors, but they really change their personalities, and they are different people here, but you can definitely see that brotherly bond. And that goes the same with all the characters, where Robbie was just the little 5-year-old niece or whatever, but now she's actually her own complex character that really has a good place in the group dynamic. And as for the plot, where the original was very episodic, and there are some very filler episodes in the 2017 version, it's more serialized, and it has a lot more chance to go into the story and the themes. And I think it does a really good job of it, with still remaining that air of fun and adventure that was in the original. And for the third criteria, I can personally vouch for the fact that you do not need to have seen the original show, or any of the adjacent shows like Darkwing Duck or Quack Pack, to enjoy and love the 2017 reboot. Although there are a lot of Easter eggs for the original fans in the show that you will be able to appreciate if you've seen any of the original stuff, there are just a new story that's being told with this that wasn't being told in the original show, so you actually don't need to see any of the old stuff, because you can just love it either way. It's basically just a whole new product with the same characters and a kind of similar vibe. What I'm trying to say is, while yes, the 2017 DuckTales is a reboot of the 1989 DuckTales, they are different shows. They're trying to do different things, and you can appreciate them separately, but you can also appreciate them together. And I think that's what a reboot should do, and I think it got that down perfectly with everything it did. Now, DuckTales 2017 is a masterpiece all in itself, and I will probably make a video about that sometime in the future because it's so amazing, but that's not really relevant to the conversation of how it's a great reboot, so I'll leave that for another time. So that's all for today, but thanks for watching. I know I didn't post a video last week, but I was pretty busy, and I think I'm going to start posting a video every other week now, so I have more time to work on longer videos instead of having to force myself to do shorter videos just to get a video out every Sunday. Thanks, bye!